today I'm going to be doing an empties video. I've been planning on doing this for quite some time, so I've been collecting all of my empty products and it's quite disgusting, just hoarding them in my wardrobe, and this is what I've collected, so there's quite a lot, so I'm just going to get right in there. So there'll be a lot of fake tan products in this video, here's a warning. I do like to fake tan. I haven't for a while at the moment, as you can probably tell. And this is one of my favourite fake tan products to use. It is the Beautiful Bronze Self-Tan Mousse from Boots, from Sultan range. And this one is in light medium. Actually, I prefer the medium dark one. I feel like there might be one coming up in a minute. I can see one in there. This is a really great fake tan. It's so easy to use. You just pop it on a mitt, rub it into your skin. It's got a guide colour so you can see where you've gone, and it develops quite quickly. You can go out with it on. It dries really quickly. It doesn't fade badly, so it doesn't go patchy or anything like that. It's also quite cheap. It's probably like £9. But they're always on offer, so it's worth picking this up if you love fake tan. And actually I can just see here the medium dark version, so they're both equally as good, and if you want a more subtle version or if you're really pale, then the light medium might be the way to go. I find that I have to put 2 or 3 applications of this to get the same colour that this gives me in one, because I quite like quite a deep tan, so it's down to the individual preference, but the formula of these is absolutely great. And in no particular order, so I'm going to be jumping a bit all over the place. I actually use a lot of mini products because I travel a lot for work and travel size. So I have 2 travel size shampoo and conditioner, and these are from the OGX range. I have the coconut milk shampoo, which is so nice. It smells like actual coconuts. It doesn't smell really synthetic and sweet. It's really gorgeous. And I have the Argan Oil of Morocco conditioner, which was good. It didn't weigh my hair down too much. It smells, again, if I can get it open, that one smells really gorgeous as well. And these are nice. They're a nice size. They lasted about 4 days when I was away for work last time, so yeah, that's good. I have a dry shampoo, which is from Morrison's. I don't normally buy Morrison's dry shampoo, but I was a bit of a loose end and I really needed one, so this is the only one I could get hold of. I wouldn't buy this again. The smell is quite sort of granny, kind of floral, and it was quite white and powdery, even more so than your average, so I wouldn't buy that again. Next I have some face wipes, and these are from the Yes 2 range. These are the Yes 2 Carrot Nourishing Gentle Cleansing Wipes. I don't normally use face wipes, but when I'm away travelling it's useful to have some in case I get in late and I don't have time to do the whole normal sort of cleansing and skincare routine. It's good to have some just in case, but I really didn't like these. They're meant to be really natural, but I actually found them quite stingy, so I wouldn't buy these. I would potentially try, I know they do cucumber or blueberry ones, so I'd be interested in trying some more from the range, but I wouldn't go for the carrot ones again. Next I have a deodorant, and this is the Nivea Antiperspirant Invisible for black and white. I did still find that this left white marks on black clothing, so it doesn't necessarily live up to the claims, and it says it lasts for 48 hours, but I never wear deodorant for 48 hours because I always shower, so I can't tell you whether that's true. It did last, and I probably wouldn't repurchase it just because lately I've been getting into more natural deodorants rather than antiperspirants, and I found some that I'm really quite happy with, so I probably wouldn't repurchase it just for that reason, but it was okay. Okay, I can see a couple more tanning products, and you'll also notice a recurring theme, which is that none of my products have any lids. Lids just seem to disappear in my house, so I've no idea where it is or where any of them are, but it's rare that something has a lid. So this is the Cocoa Brown Tan by Marissa Carter. I probably don't need to talk about this too much because I think it's had a lot of hype on YouTube and blogs, but it's really great. It's equally as good as the Sultan, if not actually better. I also think it's slightly cheaper. The reason this is better is because you get some kind of result within an hour. Yes, it's quite subtle, but you could put this on for an hour and then wash it off and have a subtle tan. You can also leave it on for 3 or 4 hours or even overnight and have a much deeper colour. But what's really great about this is that when it fades, it's not at all patchy. So I'm really impressed with this, and this is probably the 3rd or 4th bottle that I've had. Next up we've got another tan, and this is the Fake Bake Mousse. I wouldn't buy this again. In fact, I think there's some in there still because it leaves it almost a greeny tinge to my skin. And when you apply the Cocoa Brown, you can go straight out. But with this, you have to wait and wash it off because it looks quite dirty when you've applied it. So I wouldn't buy it again. I think it's gone off now anyway, and it's far too expensive, and there are much more cheaper alternatives out there. Next, I have a product that I haven't actually used up at all. It's the Gingerbread Girl body lotion by Philosophy, and the reason why I'm getting rid of this is because I literally hate the smell. I'm not a fan of ginger, and moisturising should be a nice pleasant experience, I think, and this just leaves me with a smell that I don't like, and it's lingering, and I just want to get rid of it. Normally I would find another use for a product that I don't like rather than throwing it away, because I think that's quite wasteful, but in that case the smell is just too much. And another product that I haven't used up is the No. 7 Beautiful Skin Day Cream. I'm getting rid of this because my skin just doesn't get on with it, and I've had it for about 2.5 years, and you're meant to throw it away after 2 anyway, so I think it's going a bit funny. It does smell nice, and it's quite pleasant. I felt like it really blocked my skin up and made me break out, so I'm just going to get rid of it. I have quite a few foundations in here, and the first one is the Chanel Vitalumia Aqua, and I am No. 10 Beige in this. I wasn't too impressed with this, to be honest. I really don't think it lived up to all the hype. I don't think it's worth it. It's about £32, I think, and it is nice. It's like quite liquidy, and it blends really well, but I didn't really find it long lasting at all, and I think there are cheaper drugstore alternatives that do a better job of what this is trying to do, so I won't be repurchasing that. And one of those said drugstore alternatives is the Bourjois Healthy Mix foundation, and I am shade Vanilla No. 52 in this. I have finished it. I mean, there comes a point where you can't really get any more. You can take the lid off with these and you can kind of scrape it around, but I just purchased another one because I just don't have time to be doing that. So this is a great, amazing foundation. It says that it lasts 16 hours. It definitely lasts my work day, which is about 10 hours. And it really does give just a healthy glow. It's just the perfect way of describing it. It's dewy but not too dewy, so it doesn't look greasy. It gives just about the right amount of coverage to cover imperfections. It's just fantastic. I really love it, and I'm already sort of halfway through my second bottle, so yeah, brilliant. And I have two Clinique foundations, and the first one is the Clinique Super Balance Makeup, and this is in shade Ivory. This was great. This is one of the best high-end foundations I've ever used. It's targeted towards combination skin, but I think that anyone can use it really. The kind of philosophy behind it is that if you have combination skin, if you have the dry patches, it moisturises them, and if you have oily patches, it controls the oil, so it's kind of like an intelligent foundation, and it's really good. It just leaves your skin looking so flawless, but not too matte. It's kind of like a satin finish. So I'll definitely be repurchasing this sometime soon because I actually forgot about it, and it's really, really good. And then I have another Clinique foundation, which is the Clinique Pore Refining Solutions. The packaging to this is actually beige, so you can't see how much I've used, but it is empty. And I was No. 2 Alabaster in this one. And I wasn't a fan of this one. About 2 years ago I was kind of like obsessed with my pores, and I thought they were really big, and they're actually not. But at the time I got this to deal with that, and I also thought I had combination to oily skin, but actually I just had really dehydrated skin, and it's pretty normal. So this kind of was just way too matte for me, and it was also too high coverage. It looked quite cakey. I think if you had really oily skin this might really work for you, but for me it just wasn't a winner. And then I have another mini dry shampoo, which is the Batiste Original. Nice clean scent. This is the dry shampoo that everyone goes for. It's one of the better ones that I've ever tried. It smells good, it works, it does leave white residue, but it's easy to just massage it in and get rid of it, so these are great. Always have one in my handbag. And then I have another hair care product, which is another really hyped product, and this is the Philip Kingsley Elasticizer, and I will not be repurchasing this because I just don't think it lives up to the hype at all. I can't open it. Smell it. It doesn't really smell like anything. Philip Kingsley range is supposed to be for sensitive scalps, so it doesn't really have much fragrance in, But the way that this works is it's a pre-shampooing treatment. So you put it on your hair, well, you wet your hair, you put it on your hair, then you have to wait for 10 to 20 minutes, then you have to wash your hair, and then you have to do your shampoo and conditioner as normal. So I just don't have time to do that, and I don't know who does. I get the same effect from leaving a leave-in conditioner or an intensive conditioner on for 10 minutes while I'm in the bath, and it's much easier. So I won't be repurchasing this. It's also really expensive, so no, that was a no. I have a face mask. This is the Balm Balm Hibiscus face mask, and this was a weird one. I bought this in a Christmas set, and it was a powder, and you had to add water to make a paste, and then you had to put it on your face. But the paste was quite gritty, and there was flowers in there that kept falling off everywhere, and it really left my skin quite dry, so I wouldn't repurchase this. But I will keep the little glass pot because that would be really useful for travel. And the rest of it looks like it's makeup now. So I've got one little nail varnish, and this was the Ciate Speed Coat, and this is a quick drying top coat, and it really does work. I'll definitely repurchase this in the full size. It does dry your nails really quickly, and it's really glossy and just lovely. I really like that. So I have two primers. I have the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. This is really, really lovely. I got this in a Birchbox, but I would purchase it full size. It was very moisturising, and it made your foundation just go on really easily and glide on, and it just made everything blend really well. It was just lovely. I would definitely repurchase this or buy the bigger size. And I also got the RMK primer in a Birchbox as well. This was really nice. I think RMK is a Japanese brand, and it's quite high end. I think it's also quite difficult to get hold of, and it was very similar to the Laura Mercier in that it was quite moisturising and smoothing, but not silicone based, and I really don't like silicone based primers. So I would purchase this, but actually the Laura Mercier ones, I think it's actually slightly cheaper, and it's also easier to get hold of, so I would go for that over the RMK. And then I have two eyeliners, and they're both really grotty, but they're the Rimmel Exaggerate liners, and I have one in brown and one in black, and these are good. They're just sort of standard liquid liners, but Collection do a better one in my opinion, and that's about £3, whereas these are about £6 or £7. So I think that the Collection ones are definitely worth getting over these. I've recently purchased the Kat Von D tattoo liner, and it's amazing, and I don't think I'll ever buy another liner. Don't quote me on that, but it's really, really good. I then have a concealer, and this was really, really good again. Bourjois are always really on point with base, I find. So this is the 123 Perfect CC concealer from Bourjois, and I think I had it in the shade Vanilla. I think I have everything in the shade Vanilla by Bourjois. I can't actually see the shade, but this was brilliant. It was so nice. It's so creamy, and it really corrects the redness that you have under your eyes. The only thing that I didn't like about it is I used it up really quickly, and the way that it works is you twist product up, and actually a lot of product comes out, and I think that's why I used it up so quickly. It's really nice in that you can just apply it straight from the product, but I did use it up too fast, but I would buy it again. It's just that's the only problem with it. I have the Benefit They're Real, and this is just a little mini that I got. I think I got it in a Birchbox, but it's got the normal kind of brush, and it's just really dry. It's all dried up. This is, as you know, as I'm sure everyone's heard, a real pain to get off. And there are also other mascaras that do just the same, if not better, that I've recently discovered. The Bourjois mascara will be coming up in my favourites because it's amazing. And I just don't think this is really... Oops. And I just don't think this is really worth the money. So I wouldn't purchase this. I have had the full size, but I wouldn't bother with it again. And then I've got another one, the L'Oreal Mega Volume Miss Manga Mascara in Black Angel. The idea behind this is that it will make your lashes look like Japanese kind of manga girls' lashes. And it's got a really weird shaped brush, so it's like a cone shaped brush, but it's also like a spiral. I didn't really like this because I just didn't like what it did to my lashes. But it does do what it says on the tin, so it kind of makes your lashes like crisscross. I personally don't like that. I like them to be straight, curly, volumized, lengthened. This gave I just didn't really like. It made them quite fluttery. So if you like that, then it's worth a try, but it wasn't for me. And then finally, I have two lip products. I have this Nivea Essential Care lip balm, and as you can see, I haven't used that It has a piece of cotton wool. I have this Nivea Essential Care lip balm, and as you can see I haven't used this. I really don't like it. I got it in a set for Christmas, and it's really greasy. A lot of product comes away, and I just find it doesn't do anything for my lips at all. And then finally I have a Revlon lip butter, which again I haven't used. This is in Raspberry Pi, and I love this shade. It's so nice. I won't show it you because it's completely disgusting, because the reason why I'm getting rid of this is that the plastic has come away from the top, so whenever it's in my bag it just goes horrible and it like goes over everything. And I think especially with wearing a bold lip you do need to carry the lipstick around with you, because obviously if a colour like this is going to fade away you're going to need to reapply. For that reason I'm just going to get rid of it and repurchase it, because I do really like the colour and I love the lip butters themselves. It's just a shame that the packaging broke. So that is finally everything. I whizzed through everything really quickly there. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will be uploading on Sundays and Wednesdays. That's the plan for now. I think 2 videos a week is quite achievable. So I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!